Hello everyone, welcome to Calling Glass, welcome to the pod, welcome to the club. My name is Alvaro and I'm here today in Katowice to talk about the EuroBasket. Let's see it. Hello everyone, welcome to the pod. Today, outside pod, different style, reporter style. And you might wonder, what am I doing in Katowice? Why I'm here? Well, I'm here, first of all, because I live close by and I saw that the EuroBasket, one of the hosts was going to be Poland in Katowice. So I decided why not to come here and see it in person. And even though my team, my country is not playing here. I'm from Spain, so no one plays Spain is not playing here. Still wanted to see it. And who is playing here? Well, France, Israel, Iceland, Belgium, Slovenia, and of course the host, Poland. And I'm going to talk a bit about what I have seen from the games here. And and that's it. First, I want to talk about the first game that I saw 2 days ago, Thursday, which the first game I saw was Iceland against Israel. Israel won, more or less easy, I have to say. Coulibaly was in attendance because he's the current coach of the Poland Racers. In Advija, Israel player, he's playing for Coulibaly. So Coulibaly was pretty much looking and seeing how Advija performed. And Advija, I have to say that he played great. This guy is super tall, probably almost the tallest of the team, very athletic, very fast, moving super quick. And he was creating a lot for others. He's not a scorer, but he created a lot of offense for his teammates. From the side of Iceland, there was not much going on, apart from saying that their fans were many of them, and they were very supportive, singing all the time. And then Hilnason, the center, 7-foot center from the EuroBasket, he was the best out of Iceland. It's true that Israel doesn't have strong centers, so he was making himself big in the paint area. From the second game that I watched, France against Belgium. From Belgium, very little to say. It was an easy win for France. Belgium, they could barely really attack against France. From the French side, I have to say that they didn't have big centers, but their wings were massive with Yabusele and Coulibaly. Really, really strong, very athletic. To me, Coulibaly was the best player of France. And to me, from what I saw the other day, he's the best young prospect out of France. Better than Risacher and better than Sarr. And it's surprising, well, it's not surprising, but I saw also that Coulibaly is weird because he's very skinny, not skinny, but his small frame, but very athletic, long arms, super bouncy. And he looked really, really good. And then from Sarr and Risacher, former number 1 and number 2 draft picks, they both stormed out of the bench, which is surprising. Let's talk about Risacher. Risacher, he's super tall, almost as tall as Sarr. Sarr is supposed to be like almost 7-footer or 6'11". Risacher was almost as tall as Sarr. Very skinny though, although very lean, no fat. And he played okay, like I said. Sarr, on the other hand, to me, he didn't play that good. I was a bit underwhelmed by Sarr's performance. I have to say that he didn't feel comfortable with the ball in his hands in offense, which is not a good sign. If you're a number 2 pick, you probably want him to be offensively and defensively good, but he looked a bit hesitant in offense. In defense, yes, he's very big, he's very mobile, jumps a lot, but yeah. Now, talking about, frames and players, what I see here in person is that players, not only French players, all the players are much leaner than you would imagine from TV. So they are very muscular, but it's not gym muscular. They are not swollen. They are very lean, very low percentage of fat, so they can move quick. And it's surprising when you see them because they look very tall, very skinny, you will say. Again, strong, but without any fat. And also, what else do you notice when you see them in person is that the spaces that you see in TV are much smaller here. There is not such a fluid game. Here is much more, in person is much more physical. You see the contact much more. You see that there is not much space and the strength matters more. Then, of course, I want to talk about the host, Poland, Polska, because they pulled maybe an upset, maybe not, but they won against the Doncic Slovenia, playing a great game, to be honest. The best Polish players were Joid and Ponitka. Ponitka, this guy, when he plays for Poland, he puts on the cape and he's Superman. He's like, he converts in something to Doncic pretty much. He was doing step back threes. He was playing great. Then the Polish team, much more size than the Slovenians. And I have to say that Slovenia, except from Doncic, they really didn't have much more going on. It's a bit like that, like, and not disrespect, but it was only Doncic. And yeah, Doncic had actually 34 points, but with a lot of free throws. 18 free throws they gave him, the referees, to shoot. But yeah, he was, of course, Doncic was Doncic. Now I'm going to talk about players. I just mentioned Doncic. What other players were especially good or have been especially good in these 2 or 3 now games that they have played? Well, Markkanen yesterday against Great Britain, he scored 43 points in only 23 minutes and got the victory. Amazing, Markkanen. He's scoring an average of 35.5 points per game. Who else? Well, the guy in my t-shirt, Nikola Jokic. Yesterday, 23 points with 10 rebounds, and he shot 8 out of 10 from field goal. Amazing percentage, as usual for Jokic. And then my Turkish guy, Sengun, also playing great. He's averaging 20 points per game, 10 rebounds, and 8 assists, which are great averages. Now, let's talk about teams that are looking good to win the championship. Who are my candidates to win the championship? Well, after seeing France, I don't think they can win. A lot of very, very athletic, but I don't see that they have, the poise or the veterans to win. I think they lack a bit of, they didn't play that great. It was mostly because of their athleticism, but that's it. Their point guards, I think they are not that great. It definitely looks like a different generation, So yeah, I think France might not win, but who I think is strong to win? Serbia, of course, with Jokic and Bogdanovic, and etc., etc., etc. Big candidates. Germany as well, playing great, Schroeder and Wagner. And lastly, as a dark horse, I will say that Turkey has been playing great. Sengun is owning the rivals, and I think they can also pull an upset and win it. Those are my 3 candidates. Turkey is a dark horse. And actually, talking about that, there is a Turkey-Serbia. You know what games you should watch? Turkey-Serbia next Wednesday. Amazing matchup, amazing test for the Turkish guys. Then Spain plays against Italy Tuesday, against Greece Thursday. Also very good games. And then Monday, we have a test for Lauri Markkanen. Finland, Lithuania. I think that's all. I'm going to end the podcast now. It's going to be a shorter one. The new format, new style. I need to get used to this, being outside. But yeah, that's all. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you follow. I will try to keep going with EuroBasket. I will try to keep doing blogs and podcasts in live, in person. And yeah, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're enjoying the EuroBasket, and see you soon. Bye-bye.